Vanakkam. Welcome to the monthly news bulletin of Yarl Marai TV. News editor Reverend Father ANTON Stephen. Sponsored by Reverend Father Jayamanna. I am Dilani Edward Nathan.
I am Jeriksha Judson.
First, the headlines. Pope appoints Reverend Father Nishantha Sagara Jayamanna as new Bishop of Anuradhapura.
Bishop of Jaffna calls for lasting peace built on unity shown during crisis.
Over 35,000 lives remembered on tsunami's 21st anniversary.
Diocese of Jaffna launches Year of Social Communication.
Symbolic closure of Jubilee door marks end of Diocese's 2025 Jubilee year.
Demonstrators rally in Tahiti over illegal Tissa Vikarya.
Now the news in detail. Recent natural disasters, while causing widespread suffering, have also offered an opportunity to renewed reflection on compassion, solidarity and hope. Bishop of Jaffna, Right Reverend Dr. Jayamanna stated in his Christmas message. The bishop acknowledged the ongoing grief on those affected, including the death, missing, injured, displaced, and families who have lost homes and livelihoods. He emphasized that the celebration of birth of Jesus Christ reminds Christians that God remains present in times of hardships, offering strength to endure suffering. Highlighting the Tamil community's experience of decades of conflict and adversity, Bishop Jayamanna praised volunteers, faith groups, and local communities for their immediate response to aid those affected, describing the actions as an expression of human solidarity grounded in faith. Addressing the national situation, he expressed concern about continuing ethnic issues, the effects of the civil war, economic difficulties, political changes, and global pressures. He said the delay in resolving Tamil political issues continues to cause frustration among the people. He urged authorities to act urgently, translating the spirit of unity witnessed during disasters into concrete steps toward lasting peace and a resolution to ethnic tensions, concluding with a call for non-violence, reconciliation and mutual understanding among all communities.
Reverend Father Nishantha Sagara Jayamanna of the Congregation of the Blessed Sacrament has been appointed as the new Bishop of the Diocese of Anuradhapura by Pope Leo XIV following the retirement of Bishop Norbert Andrade. Reverend Father Jayamanna completed his philosophical and theological studies at Our Lady of Lanka National Seminary in Mbiti, Kandy, and obtained a licentiate in philosophy from the Pontifical University of St. Thomas Aquinas, Angelicum in Rome. He was ordained a priest in 2000. Over the years, he has served the Church in a wide range of pastoral, academic, and leadership roles, including Bazaar of the Congregation's community in Petta, and later as Superior of the Congregation of the Blessed Sacrament. His pastoral ministry includes appointments as Assistant Parish Priest at St. Thomas Church Marthala and St. Philip Neri's Church. He has also held formation roles as Assistant to the Master of Novices and later as Master of Novices in Hanwella and served as Director of the Amad Hambel Retreat House. In addition, Bishop Designate Jayamanna has contributed significantly to priestly formation as a Professor of Philosophy at the National Seminary in Mbiti. He has also served as the Director of Scholasticate of the Congregation of the Blessed Sacrament and most recently as Provincial Vicar of his religious congregation. With this appointment, he now assumes pastoral leadership of the Diocese of Anuradhapura, entrusted by the Holy Father to guide the faithful and oversee the spiritual and administrative responsibilities of the diocese.
Tens of thousands of people gathered along Tamil coastal areas to mark the 21st anniversary of the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, one of the deadliest natural disasters in modern history. The tsunami claimed more than 230,000 lives across 14 countries, including over 35,000 in Sri Lanka. In Mullaitivu, one of the hardest hit districts, a special ceremony was held at the Tsunami Memorial Site, organized by the Memorial Management Committee and led by Reverend Father Rajasingham, Dean and Parish Priest of Mullaitivu. The program featured interfaith prayers representing Hinduism, Islam and Christianity, followed by a Holy Mass presided over by the Vicar General of the Diocese of Jaffna, Reverend Father Joseph Das Jabaratna. Clergy, religious members and local residents paid tribute to the victims, reflecting on disaster's enduring impact and the resilience displayed by affected communities in its aftermath. The Indian Ocean tsunami was triggered by a massive undersea earthquake off the northwest coast of Sumatra, Indonesia, on 26 December 2004. The resulting waves devastated coastal communities across 14 countries, including Indonesia, Thailand, India, Malaysia, the Maldives, and Sri Lanka, cementing its place as one of the deadliest natural disasters in modern history.
As the new year begins, Right Reverend Dr. Jayamanna Pragasam, Bishop of Jaffna, has urged the faithful to embrace renewed faith, compassion, and responsible communication to build a more just and peaceful society. Reflecting on 2025, the Bishop described the past year as one marked by both divine grace and hardship, including the pain caused by natural disasters, while also recognizing the Jubilee blessings received by believers as pilgrims of hope. In his New Year message for 2026, Bishop Gnana Pragasam called on Christians to follow the example of the Blessed Virgin Mary through humility, service to those in need, and promoting human dignity in everyday life. He also announced that 2026 will be observed as the year of social communication in the diocese, highlighting St. Gabriel the Archangel as the patron of communication. Let us strengthen dialogue, overcome divisions and hostility, and work together for reconciliation and lasting peace, the bishop said, urging the community to use communication responsibly to foster understanding and cooperation in the year ahead.
The Diocese of Jaffna will officially inaugurate the Year of Social Communication on Sunday, January 11th under the theme, Let's Foster a Year of Peace Through Social Communication. A special Holy Mass presided over by the Bishop of Jaffna, Right Reverend Dr. Jayamanna Pragasam, will be celebrated at St. Mary's Cathedral to mark the launch. Simultaneous services will also be held in all churches across the diocese, according to the Vicar General, Reverend Father Jayamanna. As part of the observance, a reflection session for priests will take place on Monday, January 12th at the Bishop's House, focusing on promoting responsible and effective communication within communities. The Year of Social Communication coincides with the 150th anniversary of Padhavalan, the Diocese of Jaffna's official print publication, underscoring the enduring role of media in fostering faith, dialogue and social cohesion.
As the 2025 Jubilee year observed by the Universal Church came to a close, parishes across the Diocese of Jaffna held concluding ceremonies on December 28th. The main celebration at St. Mary's Cathedral was organized under the guidance of the Cathedral Parish Priest and Dean of Jaffna, Reverend Father Jero Selvanayagam, and featured the celebration of the Holy Mass, the installation of the Jubilee Cross, and the formal closing of the Jubilee door. The Mass was presided over by the Bishop of Jaffna, Right Reverend Dr. Jayamanna Pragasam. At the conclusion, the Jubilee Cross, blessed by the Bishop at the start of the Jubilee year, was permanently installed at a specially designated place within the cathedral. In a symbolic gesture marking the official end of the year, the Bishop also closed the Jubilee door. The event was attended by the Vicar General of the Diocese, Reverend Father Jayamanna, along with priests, religious sisters, and members of the faithful who gathered in prayer to commemorate the conclusion of the Jubilee celebrations.
Hundreds of people gathered in Tahiti on January 3rd to call for the removal of the Tisaviharaya, which protesters claim was built illegally, and to demand the release of the surrounding islands. The demonstrations, organized under the theme, A Voice Against Power and Oppression, included members of Tamil political parties, religious leaders, civil society groups, and local residents, who voiced their opposition and urged authorities to take immediate action. The protest highlights ongoing concerns over land rights and alleged illegal construction in the area, drawing attention to the need for a prompt resolution.
Catholic priests from the Diocese of Jaffna have condemned the arrest and alleged assault of Swami Velan, head of the Nallur Sivaguru Adinam, following unrest during a protest against an allegedly illegal Tisaviharaya in Tahiti. Swami Velan was reportedly detained by police during the protest, allegedly assaulted and transported in a police vehicle before being admitted to hospital. He was later released on bail. A group of Catholic priests led by Reverend Father Jayakumar, Dean of the Kilinochi Deanery, visited Swami Velan at the Nallur Siva Temple on 29 December to check on his health. Priests Reverend Father Rex Soundara and Reverend Father Vimalasagaran Vasantan were also present. The clergy condemned what they described as state repression against religious leaders of other faiths, while pointing out that Buddhist monks are reportedly afforded protection. They said such actions threaten religious equality and social harmony. On 31st December, the Vicar General of the Jaffna Diocese, Reverend Father Joseph Das Jabaratnam, who is also co-chair of the Jaffna District Interreligious Council, visited Swami Velan with another council member to express solidarity and inquire into his well-being.
An interreligious memorial service was held in Jaffna on 30th of December, organized by the Jaffna District Interreligious Council, to pray for those affected by Cyclone Didwa and to remember those who lost their lives. The ceremony took place at Nahaviharaya, where religious leaders and representatives from different faiths gathered to offer prayers for the deceased, for all well-being of survivors and for divine blessing in the new year. Coordinated by Shivasri Krubananda Gurukul, the program included the lighting of the memorial lamps, floral tributes, condolence messages, and blessing from the participating religious leaders. Among those who took part were co-chairpersons of the council, including Vicar General of the Diocese of Jaffna, Reverend Father Joseph Das Jabaratnam, Venerable Miha Hayandure Sri Vimalathero, Maulavi Rally, Anglican Church Vicar General Reverend Father Silvan, and other members of the Interreligious Council.
The Dharma Prabhashwara Salutation 2025 was held on December 15th at the Bandar Nayaka Memorial International Conference Hall, BMICH in Colombo, honoring 40 artists from across the country for their outstanding contributions to the church and society. The event was organized by the Department of Christian Religious Affairs in collaboration with the National Catholic Communication Commission. The program was coordinated by Mrs. Chaduri Pinto, Director of the Department of Christian Religious Affairs, and Reverend Father Jude Nishantha, Director of the National Catholic Communication Commission. The ceremony was graced by the Bishop of Ratnapura, Right Reverend Dr. Anton Wyman Cruz, who attended as the chief guest. During the event, artists representing various fields at both national and diocesan levels were selected and honored in recognition of their dedicated service and creative contributions. From the Diocese of Jaffna, awards were presented to Mr. Andrew Julius Nayagam of Our Lady of Refugee Church Jaffna and Mr. Michael Alex of Pulopule Parish for drama, and Mr. Rai Putirthuvarajar of Sakote Parish for literature. From the Diocese of Manna, awardees included Mrs. Peppy Victor Lampert of St. Anne's Parish, Wankale for writing, Mr. Thuram of Our Lady of Victory Parish, Pesale for drama, Mr. Jerome Mark of St. Anne's Parish, Wankale for sculpture and carving, and Mr. Lawrence Consalves Cunye of Our Lady of Victory Parish, Pesale for media. From the Diocese of Trincomalee, Mr. Benjamin received the award for photography. From the Diocese of Batticaloa, Mr. Michael Collin of Our Lady of Holy Rosary Parish was honoured for Christian literature, while Mr. Arlanandan Gabriel Kendian received the award for writing. Initiated in 2018, the Dharma Prabhashwara Awards were presented for the 5th time this year, continuing their mission of recognizing and celebrating artists serving at parish and diocesan levels, and highlighting the vital role of creative expression in the life of the church and society.
More than 900 participants, including bishops, priests, religious and lay people from over 30 Asian countries, gathered from 27th to 30th of November for the Pilgrims of Great Hope Conference in Penang, Malaysia, aimed at fostering unity and collaboration across the region's Catholic communities. Organized by the Federation of Asian Bishops Conference, with support from the Pontifical Mission Societies and hosted by the Diocese of Penang. The 4-day event featured keynote addresses, panel discussions, cultural performances and interactive workshops. Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, Pro-Prefect of the Vatican Dicastery for Evangelization, opened the conference emphasizing the transformative power of faith, hope and synodality in renewing Catholic communities across Asia. Representing Sri Lanka, Reverend Father Ainsley Roshan, Director of the Jaffna Diocese Pontifical Mission Societies, engaged with clergy and lay leaders on strategies to strengthen collaboration and mission work through the continent.
Dr. Suganya Aravindan, Senior Lecturer in the Department of Music at the University of Jaffna and a member of the Board of Trustees of Thirumarai Kalamandram, the Centre for Performing Arts, has been promoted to the position of Professor of Music. With this appointment, she becomes the first professor of Carnatic music in the country, marking a significant milestone in music academia.
And now, to conclude the monthly news bulletin, here are the headlines once again. Pope appoints Reverend Father Nishantha Sagara Jayamanna as new Bishop of Anuradhapura.
Bishop of Jaffna calls for lasting peace built on unity shown during crisis.
Over 35,000 lives remembered on tsunami's 21st anniversary.
Diocese of Jaffna launches Year of Social Communication.
Symbolic closure of Jubilee door marks end of Diocese's 2025 Jubilee year.
Demonstrators rally in Tahiti over illegal Tisavikaria.
Thank you for watching.
Vanakkam.